Good day to everyone. Just going to do a quick review of the Glock 48 pistol. Start off with how it comes. It comes in this nice attractive Glock box, which is padded. 2 10-round magazines. The mag loader. The instruction manual. And this nice Glock box that all Glocks come in when you buy them brand new. Let's just basically go over the specifications of this pistol. The Glock 48 is a 9mm single stack with a 10-round magazine. The specifications are that it's an overall length of 185 millimeters, so 7.28 inches. Side length is 174 millimeters, 6.85 inches. The width overall, 20 millimeters or 1.1 inches. The slide width, 22 millimeters or 0.87 inches. The height, and including the magazine, is 128 millimeters or 5.04 inches. Line of sight for the polymer sights is 152 millimeters, 5.04 inches. And the trigger distance, so from here to here, is 67 millimeters, so 2.64 inches. The one that I purchased has the Glock sights on it, not the Ameriglow Bold. These are the same sights I have on another Glock pistol I own, so I just opted for them because they're the ones I'm used to. There are front serrations on the slide. This is a very slim framed pistol. I'm sure you can see it. A lot slimmer than a double stack 9mm would be. It has a nice little beaver tail here as well, which, everybody likes to have that. The reversible magazine catch as well. This one has a silver colored slide. It's the PVD coating, I think they call it. There is a black available. I got the two-tone because at the time I purchased this pistol, there was no black. And it didn't really bother me. I thought it was different than all the other pistols that I have. When shooting this, I found the recoil to be reasonable. It's no different than many other polymer frame 9mm that I've shot. I will say that getting a gloved finger into where the trigger is not easy if it's a very thick glove. When I shot this pistol, it was minus 25 Celsius. Can't tell you what that is in Fahrenheit, don't know the exact conversion. I had to go down to my glove liner to shoot the pistol, so that's just a good indication of how big it is inside there. It's not a huge trigger area, say like some of the CZ pistols are. I'd say this is suited for smaller hands or smaller statured shooters. I realize that the market in Canada for this is where I am. It's probably going to be limited. I bought this pistol because it was a new release in January of 2019. And I've never bought a pistol that was new to the market. I've always bought something that had a history behind it that was tried and true. So I decided, why not? I'll give this Glock 48 a shot, as the only other Glock that I actually own is a Glock 21 in 45 ACP, which I was impressed with, and I like it a lot more than I thought it would. So I thought I'd give this Glock 48 a shot. There is, no pun intended, there's no carrying of pistols at all in Canada except by the police. These are considered restricted firearms. They stay locked in your safe with a trigger guard on them. And you only take them to and from the range. So typically, people that own pistols in Canada use them for target shooting and competition. I don't know if this would be suitable for competition, although it would probably be good for somebody with smaller hands. Most people that shoot competitively or for target shooting in Canada own full-size pistols like 1911s, CZ SP01, SP02s. That's generally what they do. This sort of feels like a Glock 19, but like as far as the the dimensions of it, like just the way it's set up, it's almost identical. I'll just do a side-by-side comparison for you with the Glock 21 I have now. This is the Glock 21, obviously full-sized, 45 ACP. It's a lot bigger, but just as a comparison. So you can see the difference in the thickness. Okay. The length. Slip the magazine in here just to make it a little bit more realistic. And you can see the difference in how far out the trigger is. And the difference, what I was talking about too, the difference in space in that trigger well. Let's move the box off to the side. Well, I'll leave it there. So, I ended up taking this to the range. I shot about 50 through it of different ammunition to sort of what I call break it in. And then I shot the ammunition that tends to function well for me. Another 9mm I have, which is the Fiocchi 115 grain 9mm. It didn't shoot very well in this pistol, surprisingly. What seemed to shoot better, and I tried Winchester as well, but the one that shot really well was the Cellier and Bello. And I don't even know if I'm saying that right. I've heard so many people say that name differently. And these were the 124 grains. And this shot quite well. My better groupings. Here's the two targets I shot with the S&B. And these were shot at 10 meters, so that's about 10 yards. 1.68 inches and 1.6 inches, so 42.9mm and 40.7mm respectively. Which is not bad considering that I'm new to this pistol. The trigger on it, I can just do a little quick example of what the trigger's like and the reset's like for you. Okay. I like the front serrations, they're nice. So I'll just do a quick trigger pull here for you. Okay. The reset. And it's actually quite nice. You have a little bit of travel after that reset, and then it will fire again. I found the trigger a lot better than I have for many other handguns that I've shot over time. I would say the trigger's not as nice as the trigger that you'll find on like a Walther P99 or a PPQ, but it's still pretty good. It's like any pistol. You have to shoot a lot to get used to it. And once you start to probably get a couple hundred rounds in it, you'll be used to it. I don't know if this is a pistol I'm going to keep, simply because it's not really designed for competition. There's other things too about it, like you'll notice there's no rail on the bottom to put any lights on. I don't think it's meant for that. I really think that this is a pistol that was designed to be carried. And as you can't carry pistols in Canada, I don't know if I have much use for it. I do enjoy shooting it. So for now, I'm going to hang on to it. One other thing is that gets asked a lot about these is how much do they weigh? Well, let's find out. $525 grams empty. 590 with a magazine empty. A full magazine of 10 rounds of 115 grain 9mm, 708 grams. 124 grain 9mm, 714 grams. So that's some weights for you to consider. Not that that's going to be an impact on your decision to buy this pistol or not. That's about it for my review on the Glock 48. If you have any questions, anything you really want to know on it, yeah, just go ahead and feel free to ask me, and I'll see if I can get back to you. Thanks for watching.